Hi, all. Thanks again for stopping by. Nice of you to join me for today because we are going to talk about temperance. That's right. We are at 14 for the majors. And if you're following along, we just went through the death card. And the death card, as I had pointed out, is that letting go, that intense letting go of things that no longer serve us, that we don't need. But, that can really, that's going to force some changes, right? I mean, when old habits die, it really takes a while for us to regain our footing because sometimes we let go of things and we don't even know what is going to take their place or where that's going to take us, and that can feel unsettling. It can be uneasy. So I love that after that card, that intense card of letting something go, we've got the temperance card, which is about balance, trying to find our equilibrium during a transition period, right? So let me read you what I've discovered about temperance, okay? Temperance is the blending of opposites. It's the mastery of opposites. We learn balance, moderation, the ability to combine spontaneity with knowledge, tempering the extremes, realizing that there are no extremes. There are extremes, obviously, but what I mean by that is, how do we feel in those extreme places? Are we aware of those extreme places? I think a lot of times we can accept things that really make us high and happy, and we want to be there, and it can almost feel manic in a way, and we want to hold on to that, but can we really? And then we're in those places where, that other extreme where we feel down or we're depressed or we can't get out of bed, and do we want to stay there? Right? I mean, sometimes we don't have a choice, but the point is to be aware, because either extreme just has us trapped, really. Whether it's a good feeling or a bad feeling, we're kind of trapped, right? So to bring ourselves back to balance is ultimately the best place to be. So basically what temperance is saying is that we no longer have to be hooked on extremes, right? We're more able to set boundaries. This card is the trial card in the deck. What have we learned so far that will help us get through the next two hard cards, the more challenging cards? So here we find serenity, calm, and balance, right? We're preparing ourselves. It's like maybe the calm, before the storm kind of thing, right? And we want to find harmony within ourselves. So temperance is about that. Temperance is the blending of opposites, cooperation, successful compromise. And that's a lot about what temperance is. So when that card comes up, I'm always somebody who it kind of like gets me to wake up a little bit more. How am I feeling today? And I sometimes, don't always rejoice in the fact that this card is asking me for balance, right? I think we all sometimes want to just feel that high, or sometimes when I'm in a low place, I can't get back to equilibrium, but at least temperance reminds us that that would be a more suitable place for us to be. And sometimes I can get there when I pay attention to my breath. All right. Thanks again for stopping by. Appreciate all of you being here. And, feel free to subscribe. Definitely leave your comments if what I've said resonates. And if it doesn't, let me know. And I'd love to hear your experiences with this important card. Thanks again.